Deb Olin Unferth. No one in Wyoming thinks that Deb Olin Unferth is a fuck-up. No one in Alaska, Nebraska, Texas, or Kentucky thinks that Deb Olin Unferth is a fuck-up. Nobody in Morocco, Hungary, or anywhere in the Sahara thinks that Deb Olin Unferth is a fuck-up. Nobody in Mexico. There may be someone in Alabama who does. There may be someone in New Hampshire, Maine. Members of her family may. Phoenix, Chicago. In many democratic nations where the opinion of the individual is a matter of consequence, no one thinks that Deb Olin Unferth is a fuck-up. In many fascist nations, in countries with dictators, failing oligarchies, puppet parliaments, poverty, and vice, people, many people, do not ever have the thought that Deb Olin Unferth is a fuck-up. No king or any member of any royalty thinks or ever thought that Deb Olin Unferth is a fuck-up. There was a man who people thought was a prince who may have thought that Deb Olin Unferth is a fuck-up, but it turned out he was not a prince, though he did live in a castle, and the word prince was part of his last name. In any case, it isn't certain that he thought Deb Olin Unferth is a fuck-up, but it is possible. Many famous writers never thought that Deb Olin Unferth is a fuck-up. Gertrude Stein, Marcel Proust, Balzac. Many thinkers of all sorts never thought that Deb Olin Unferth is a fuck-up. Margaret Mead, Plato, Wittgenstein, Thucydides. Nobody who fought in World War I, the Crimean War, the Fenian invasion, ever thought that Deb Olin Unferth is a fuck-up. There may be a vet or two from the Gulf War or Panama who think that Deb Olin Unferth is a fuck-up. No one who lives on a little boat on the ocean thinks that Deb Olin Unferth is a fuck-up. There may be a few people in Florida who do, and a man in El Salvador has his doubts, along with a couple in Cuba, but otherwise the Caribbean latitudes are safe. Nobody in any time zone where it is midday when it is midnight where Deb Olin Unferth is thinks that Deb Olin Unferth is a fuck-up. Nobody who ever washed up on dry land, bloated, gutted, chewed through, nobody who ever fell over, shot, or hacked up thinks that Deb Olin Unferth is a fuck-up. Nobody who time travels, no double dimension people, no Klingons think that Deb Olin Unferth is a fuck-up. That she knows of. It must be admitted that somebody may have sailed off without telling. Somebody may have moved to Morocco. It is likely. Or it is possible that somebody, a stranger, saw her from a distance and knew what she was, fucked up, and that stranger may still be out there with that thought, but doesn't have a name, only the face. The thought is attached to nothing. That woman, that odd-looking woman, what a fuck-up. The number of people who do think Deb Olin Unferth is a fuck-up is statistically insignificant. The thought that Deb Olin Unferth is a fuck-up occurs in so few minds and in so few places, and when one considers the bucketful of thoughts pouring off the earth, all the thoughts, all the minds, and how even those who do think that Deb Olin Unferth is a fuck-up think it rarely, only, perhaps, when she is present, or her name is. When one considers this, then that thought that she is a fuck-up is hardly there at all, is not even a weak whine in the scream, is softer than the wavering thoughts of those who think that Deb Olin Unferth is not a fuck-up. I do not, you do not. We will not ever believe and never did, couldn't believe that Deb Olin Unferth is a fuck-up because she is not fucked up, or a fucker, or fucked, not then and is not, will not be ever.